YouTube, what is going on? So I'm doing the master YouTube course, right? And part of that made the commitment to myself to upload videos weekly, and I'll do that every Sunday. But it's now Monday morning. I'm having some coffee, and I didn't upload a video last night, so I thought, I don't want to bomb out 3 weeks in. So I've hit upload on YouTube on the app. This is on my mobile, not the camera. Where's my camera? I don't know where the camera is. Um, because I figure something is better than nothing, and I guess in this video I can just vent a bit or just free flow off the top of my head a bit about what's going on for me in this course. Um, YouTube is hard, man. One video a week when you're working full time, have friends, a relationship. It's a lot, and the first video I made was quite fun. I was riding this wave of enjoyment, and then I have to admit, I kind of crashed after that because I felt like I didn't even get a chance just to recuperate or settle myself. It was like, boom, right back into it. And I'm thinking, like, if I'm meant to do a video a week, how do people do this long term? I think there's this balance between the hustle and then the enjoyment, because a lot of the people that I look up to, Peter McKinnon, Matt D'Avella, they say, like, make the videos you enjoy the process. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not really enjoying pumping them out so frequently. But I think this is maybe hopefully just a temporary roadblock. I had a video in the works, right? It was on journaling, and that was my next one, and then I've recorded it, but I just realized it's quite 13 minutes, and I'm like, oh, this isn't what people want. This isn't following the formula, because there's this formula of like short, snappy, quick videos, and I've put too much content in there. So that's a learning for me, is about figuring out how long a video might be while I do the script, rather than recording it and then seeing. But on that note, I'm feeling like this whole formula business, like, if I have to follow this formula or speak in a certain way, is that really me? And should I be doing that, or should I just be working with who I am and my style? Because I looked up various YouTubers, and there's people who have different styles and they have an audience. There's people who are quite calm and slow and just taking it as it comes, and then people are using all these flash graphics and all this and that. So I'm still working that out. For example, this video, there's no script. It's just me talking off the cuff, and I feel a lot more comfortable compared to my other videos where I'm like, boom, script, boom, 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 and then cutting out the ums and ahs and then pasting it together. So, because ultimately what I wanted was just, like, with my writing and boyintothebridge.com is another avenue to show up and be myself and work things out. But I feel YouTube is very performative. It's a stage of sorts. So I'm still working that out. And if it comes to me just making videos and not many people watching them, but I'm enjoying the process, then I think that will be that. I had the same kind of mentality with Instagram. I know there's guidelines on how to have a feed and how to create the feed in the style, and then posting every day. And I stepped away from that and was like, no, that doesn't serve me. That's not. I can't pump out content like this. So it's been rewarding, refreshing, revitalizing, just to step back into my own momentum. So maybe that's what I'll do with YouTube, and just scrap the whole one video a week thing and just roll with it. um, yeah, other things I've learned is that this while going online, I found these videos from other people. I call them graveyard videos of people saying, like, "Hey, I'm having a YouTube channel," and then you look and, like, they put 2 videos up and then they're gone, and you can see the spark in their eyes on that first video, and then they're just gone. And I'm like, oh, that's so gonna be me, and I don't want it to be me. Like, I understand you've got to do 50 videos, or they even say do a year's worth, which is so much. um So it's scary. But I'm bringing it back to, rather than avoiding the metrics, and just looking at how this cultivates something within me, and it affects how I show up. And when you do turn on the camera, it is performative in a way, but I think just like with the writing, the whole process is this refinement as you look deep into yourself and then think like, who's the person that I want to be? And that's kind of what Boy Under the Bridge is about itself, with having a blog. Like every time you step up or create or embody some sort of persona, you're channeling kind of the best parts of you forward. So that's what I might look at it like. But yeah, in other types of learning, like just getting the equipment was a bit of work. I shoot in my bedroom. Show you. So yeah, I shoot my bedroom, and I ended up getting these big light boxes, and then I didn't realize, but they weren't dimmable, so they just shot light all around the place, which just was a disaster. So I'm returning those. But I found the just this soft lamp from IKEA to be pretty good. That, and then I had a Canon 6D, and then I told myself that when I get 1,000 subs, I'll invest in more equipment. But I just jumped right in the next week and got the Canon EOS RP mirrorless, with also the flip screen, which makes it a lot easier compared to trying to frame yourself. So yeah, that's kind of that investment. So I did at one stage find myself obsessing over the gear and being like, oh, I need this mic and I could go this and this and this. But that's not really what it's about. I think there's so many skills to formulate first. And people, what I've read, what I've found is that people will appreciate where you are at your journey. Like, you don't have to come out of the box with this full professional setup. Because what I think you can do with YouTube is also not just have, you can tell a story in between your videos about who you are and where you're going, and people will resonate with that and want to come along with you. They won't just hop on and be like, oh, this guy's got like 100 subscribers. Well, I'm out of here. It's kind of amateurish. It's like, oh yeah, I want to see where this is going. And that's how it's been with me. I've met people on YouTube and just followed their story because I'm just invested after a while. Like, I see that they're not trying to particularly be anything they're not, but just showing up, and they're creating that kind of safety net or space of someone just working things out, and something in you draws yourself to that authenticity and seeing where things go. So I have a friend in South Africa, Aaron, everybody, that I've been following his videos for like 5 years after just stumbling upon his channel. So yeah, hopefully people will want to join, and this won't just be open a video, what can this person give me? There's like a relationship cultivated as we get to know one another. So hopefully that's you if you're watching this. So far I've been lucky. I through Matt's course, I connected with the Slack community and touched base with some people, had some great conversations, which has shown me like this journey, or any kind of journey, task you're doing, it makes it a lot easier if you're doing it with, or sharing the experience with people. Met someone, Guy, who's in Australia as well, in Sydney. So we had a great chat for like an hour on the phone, and I'm like, this has just itself been rewarding. Developing a new connection. So that's another thing about stepping into any avenue. Those metrics aren't always the big ones, like likes and follows. There's these relationships you develop, and that's definitely been the case with my blog, Boy Under the Bridge. Made connections with people around the world. You don't really quantify those as much as you do those big metrics. So yeah, I'm bringing myself back to remember that. Almost 10 minutes, so I might wrap this up. But yeah, making YouTubes is hard. Channeling that commitment, it's a journey. Still trying to figure out who I am, and that will take time, what I want to deliver. But I've got a lot of ideas. And I know there's just this refinement process. And yeah, just keep the momentum going. Um, Even if a video is like this, just get it done, upload it, move on to the next one, keep that way of thinking, building, and taking note of the progress in the small amounts as I get better at this, at telling stories and everything. And I might wrap up with a funny story. When I went to get my camera, I went through the city and I went to JB Hi-Fi electronics store, and I needed a light, and there was this box, big box, and it was called the influencer kit. It had this cringe ass photo of these two people, like the selfies and in front of the ring light. It was embarrassing, like big letters, and I was like, oh. It was actually reduced because somebody had brought it back. So I took this box of broken dreams with with me and got it, and then um, I had to leave the city carrying this, and I was trying to carry it and like put my camera bag over it because it was just so cringe. I felt so embarrassed. Anyway, I get home, try it out. It's shit, of course. So then I have to take this box back, and I used a big IKEA bag to then put it in and take it back to the city. And yeah, I was so glad just to get rid of it. So and there is something about, I know, calling yourself a YouTuber or that, but I'm definitely not an influencer. I'm here for other reasons. I definitely see videos about people who are just sharing their life, trying on like gym outfits and what I ate in a day and this and that and blogging everything. But I'm like, I want to create value. I want to create value. Every video I want something to give, some tangible use of the skills or things that I've learned, or tell a story that's at least entertaining, be it comedy or, creating value, not just I want attention, because I think that's ugh. Anyone who follows influencers in a while on Instagram gets what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is it. 12 minutes. Oof. I don't know if anyone's gonna watch this, but if you did, thank you. And let me know how your YouTube journey is going. What are you learning? What resonates? What doesn't? But yeah, I've done it. 3 videos, 3 weeks. So I'm just glad for that. Peace out.